holidays comes a lot of extra delicious food. Sometimes there are goodies involved. Today we're going to learn how to let go of some of that holiday guilt and eat with our best intentions. Here with tips is nutrition coach Natalie Jaffe. It's good to have you back.
Great to be back.
So let's just talk about, first of all, there are tons of desserts. We're even making desserts. That's oftentimes where I go wrong, is like just the sampling as I'm making stuff. So what is your kind of strategy for this time of year?
Yeah, definitely. So I think there's two important things to remember about health in general, and then especially during the holidays. First, health is a lot more than just healthy food. So health also includes things like quality sleep, good connection, stress reduction, all of those things that we often forget about. And then second, food's purpose is not just to satiate us, but food also serves as a way of celebrating tradition or celebrating an occasion or connecting to people. So if we head into the holidays defining healthy food as grilled chicken and broccoli, we're going to be using a ton of willpower, and then eventually when that willpower runs out, we're going to find ourselves in the closet eating cookies and vowing to do better again
like
on
that
Monday.
scene out of the movie Chocolat where the guy just loses it and is covered with chocolate.
Yeah.
So what does that mean? Does that mean allowing yourself a little bit of the good stuff?
So it means you get
And I
to
mean by the good stuff, I shouldn't say that, the sweet stuff.
The sweet stuff, yeah. So I think one, when you redefine what health means, keeping that expanded view of health, and then two, every time you go into a situation or experience, you get to decide judgment-free, how do you want food to be part of that experience? So if it's Thanksgiving and pumpkin pie, grandma's famous pumpkin pie, you decide, I want to enjoy that. I want to use that to be part of this tradition. That's great. And then maybe there's another situation where it's a holiday work party, the desserts don't look very good, and you maybe decide to pass on that. So I think it's keeping that expanded view and deciding.
Priority and intentionality. Okay, so what are we making today? Because these look delicious.
Yeah, so what we have here, it's a great fall appetizer or side dish. They're Brussels sprout, butternut squash, and tofu skewers.
Okay, you're going to have to talk me through this tofu thing, but that's okay.
Okay, so it's very, very simple. So I purchased the ingredients here. I just got them from Trader Joe's. To save us time, the butternut squash is already pre-cubed. The Brussels sprouts, all I've done is cut them in half. And then the tofu, I've gone ahead and cubed it and marinated it in teriyaki sauce.
Okay,
so
it's got some flavor to it.
Yeah, got some flavor to it. You can add different vegetables that if you want, or you can leave out elements if you're not a fan of tofu or someone's not a fan of the squash.
But you might as well try it, right? Just try some new things. You might like it. And Brussels sprouts, I know a lot of people don't like them and say they're bitter, but that just means they weren't prepared correctly. So give,
and there's
give
so
peace
many
a chance,
different-
everybody. Give Brussels sprouts a chance.
I went out on a limb here with this one. Some elements, bringing the Brussels sprouts into the game.
So what do we do?
Okay, so what we're going to do is similar to as you see here. We're going to take the skewers and you're going to go ahead and just thread each item onto the skewers.
Does it matter where I start?
It doesn't matter where you start. Just be careful. Don't skewer
skewer my finger. Okay.
Yeah, and
that's
then
good.
We'll just go.
Now I remember, I
threading our
think we
way
talked about this one time. Like you go into a party, for example, and there's stuff everywhere. Would you go like towards the protein first and get yourself kind of satisfied? Maybe not head to the desserts first, or how do you do this when you head into a place where you know that there's lots of food that you might not really want a lot of?
Well, I think taking that into like the idea of guilt around food and what to pick, I think it's a matter of looking around and saying, what looks good to me? What looks satisfying? And then going and picking it and knowing that there's nothing wrong if you want a cookie or two or three. I think the key is to be curious as to what's driving the decision. So is it mindless stress eating or is it actual mindful indulgence? So finding a variety of foods is important. Like if I were to go, I try to get a variety of foods, but then also be curious, am I making a decision based off of some diet rule or or am I making a decision based off of what I actually want?
So if you're stressed and comfort food has kind of been part of your habitual coping, what do you suggest doing instead to sort of give some space between the instinct to eat your way out of it and actually doing it?
Yeah, definitely. That's a really big challenge for a lot of people. Your thoughts?
I'm giving tofu a chance.
Okay. And
keep talking.
I'm not going to be invited back on anymore.
Don't think that. Okay, so the pause between
so-
the instinct and the stress eating.
Yeah. So a lot of people go into holidays and other stressful situations and they react to it by saying, okay, I'm just going to go in and I'm not going to eat carbs. I'm not going to eat dessert. So the approach that I take is looking at the picture as a whole and working on reducing stress in general. So all of my clients, I have them create a list of stress reducing activities, big and small, from getting your nails done to calling a friend to taking a nap,
Meditating, whatever works.
Yep, and think of it like a pot of boiling water. If you're letting off steam continuously, then the pot's not going to overflow. So by incorporating these activities, that will really help. And then, yeah, you mentioned something important. How do you create that pause? So sometimes it is, if you're already feeling stressed out and you're going and frazzled and you're going into a stressful situation, maybe it means, okay, I need to just step outside and take the dog for a walk really quick.
And be aware.
And just be aware.
Okay, and we
Awareness.
just grill these babies and we're good?
Yeah, so what we'll do, and we can just put them here, you
Yeah,
can
just a
grill
couple
them.
seconds.
Yeah, you can grill them, you can bake them, broil them. What I've done here is I've baked them and then finished by broiling them a little bit to give them that nice crisp finish.
Those look great.
Yeah, what we'll do is we'll go ahead and garnish it even though we haven't baked them. So
Okay,
I'll have
you work on that, and I'll
Yes.
tell people what's coming
Okay,
up. Up
yeah.
next, a quick and easy way to brighten your smile. More New Day after this. Just go ahead. We're going to get
Yeah.
a picture of this when it's all.